Hi, budget friends. This is Nellie from Next Level Budget, and today I'm going to update you on my net worth journey for March. Just to give you a little background, I'm a single mom in my early 50s living in the tri state area. Along with sharing my net worth journey, I'm also a budgeter who uses a rolling budget, and I love creating and sharing savings challenges. And occasionally I post how to Excel videos. But everything I do here is focused on managing and improving your finances. If you've been following my net worth journey, you know my spreadsheet I created to track my accounts and balances. If you want to create your own Excel spreadsheet, I have a step by step tutorial. I'll put a link in the description. This spreadsheet is set up with all my account balances here, and they populate into categories here as assets or liabilities. As I enter my balances, the spreadsheet updates and my total net worth gets calculated here. So, my net worth took a few hits in March, but there is still some good news to share. I'm going to head over to my 2025 goals progress first, and we'll start with some of the good news. Okay, so here is a list of all of my 2025 goals. And as I go through all of the goals, I check off the ones that I've completed and it kind of grays it out, as you see here with my credit card that I paid off in February. So, some of the good news is I'm on track to complete and pay off all of my credit card debt in April. So, before May, and that was my 1 year goal. So it looks like I'm going to be able to accomplish that. Um, my other goal is to continue paying off in full the one credit card that I do use on a regular basis in my daily life to get rewards points and things like that. So far I've been able to do that. And each month I've been able to get a reward as well for the usage. So that's good. One of the other really good things is I was able to pay myself back a little bit for my emergency fund. So in January and February, in order to keep up with the payments to pay off my credit card debt, I did have to take out from my emergency fund. So I took out a little over $2,000. And last month in March, I was able to pay $1,000 back towards my emergency fund. So that was very good. I was happy about that. And then I have been depositing a little bit for my kids' savings accounts. I have not been putting in the amount that I had budgeted for each month, but I am putting something in. So something is better than nothing. And my holiday savings fund, I have been playing different various games every month, savings games. So I had the Lucky You Savings Challenge in March. And so I was able to save $181 for the holiday savings fund. So as of right now, I have $663.93 for my holiday savings, which is good. And my retirement, I've been just continuing to put in the regular amount that gets withdrawn from my paycheck. So that has also been great. For side hustles, I have a goal to make $120 in this year from side hustles. I had a much bigger goal last year, but I didn't meet it. So I just needed to focus a little bit more on some of these other more priority goals. And so with my side hustles, I just brought it down to $10 a month in side hustles, and I've been able to exceed that. So I had $120 for the year, and I'm almost there. So as of right now, I'm at $115.80 in side hustle money. Eventually, I will try and increase this, but as I mentioned before, I really do have some other goals and priorities. So I haven't been focusing as much on the side hustles, but I do have some extra money coming in. So that's good. For my stocks, I have been putting in, I'm supposed to be putting in $20 a month. In January, I put in 40, February 20, and this past month I put in 30. So we're just going to continue to try and keep the $20 a month. And I have nothing really new with my car loan except in my goals. I did have, where did I put it? Pay an extra $25 to my car loan. So that seems like a very odd goal to have, because $25, like, who cares? Why $25? But any little bit counts. And I also am, even though this one's sort of a lower priority for me, I do want to keep it top of mind because this is going to be one of my next debts that I really want to try and tackle, but it may not be this, well, it's not going to be this year and it will possibly be next year. So we're going to just keep it top of mind. Throughout the year, I may pay an extra $25 again another month. But for now, I've actually accomplished this goal. So I'm going to check mark that. I'm going to continue to pay my regular amounts, but I did accomplish this goal, so I'm crossing that one off. I did not accomplish this one. I haven't saved anything for vacation or travel. My CD that I have for some weird reason, I want to close this one. I haven't done that yet. I have my store card. I've been keeping the zero balance on that one. That one's been good. And at the sometime in the summer, I'm going to be closing out this lunch card account. So far, I have been able to accomplish one of my goals for the year, and I am set to accomplish another one next month. So I'm pretty excited about that one. Okay, so now it's time to fill in all of my account balances, and I'm going to start with my car loan. So at the moment, my car loan is 18,793.96. And as I mentioned before, this will be a priority at some point, but at the moment, we're just going to, we have that extra $25 that we paid, and that's what we have. Next is going to be my property. I have two cars, and the values continue to go down, which is expected. Okay, so continuing with my liabilities, I have some debts. I mentioned earlier that I am trying to get out of credit card debt. I do carry a balance for this credit card number one here. And actually, I don't carry a balance. I shouldn't say it that way. I use it on a regular basis. So at the moment, it has a balance, but I do pay that one off in full every month. And I have for credit card number two, $817.38 left to pay off. And that will get me out of credit card debt. In order to get out of credit card debt, I just have to pay this one last card off, which I'm going to be doing in April this month. And credit card one, I'll continue using as I normally do, and I will pay it off in full every month. That's the goal. I've been able to do that for over a year now, and it's been working out great for me. So I'm hoping I'll continue to do that. And then I will be out of credit card debt as soon as this credit card too is paid off. I paid off credit card 3 in February, so I still have a 0 balance on that one. And for debts, I have a store card and there's a 0 balance on that one as well. And then if I continue on with my liabilities, I changed one of my categories. This said vacation, but at the moment, some of the bad news that I have is I owe taxes. So normally I have $0 in taxes and $0 in collections, but this year, due to my children, the child's tax credit, um, my children have pretty much aged out of that. So I ended up having to owe money this year. So I owe just over $2,000. I am getting some state, um, a state refund back. It's like $650 or something. So the amount that I actually am going to be out is a little bit less than the $2,000. But as of right now, I owe for my taxes. So that's a bit of a bummer. And that pretty much does it for my liabilities. So, continuing on with my assets for cash, for my main account, this is basically just like my checking account. And this fluctuates quite a bit throughout the month. And I don't have any cash on me. So that is that. And then I have some more accounts here. This is for tolls. I do have a little bit of money in my account for tolls. I have a little bit of money in my lunch card. And as I mentioned earlier, I do have side hustles. And at the moment, I carry a little bit, I have a balance in my side hustle accounts. So I have a little bit of a balance on that. Moving on to savings now. We looked at some of the savings accounts that I had earlier, and I have been getting interest each month. So it's been really good to have that interest accumulate. I do want to continue to put money into my savings accounts, and it is one of my goals. So that one that I just filled in is for my kids. And then my emergency fund, I was able to, again, the good news, put a little bit of money in back into that one that I owed myself. And I have this holiday sinking fund. So that one is good. And then I have some other accounts here that are under savings. So I have some bonds that I have accumulated. And then I think that is it for savings. Let me just check off some of my. I think the last thing that I have to enter are my investments. So we're going to start here with long-term investments. I have a few accounts for me and my kids, and they just kind of accumulate little bits at a time, and only a little bit goes into those. I have this little CD that I don't do anything with, and it gets nothing for interest. So it is one of my goals to close this CD. But I have to take the time to do that because it only comes due every once in a while. And I haven't, I just haven't closed it yet. And so that is everything except my 2 stocks. So one is a 401k and the other one, Those investments they are my own investments. I kind of put money into the stock market, pick some ETFs and stocks and things like that. And that's where some of the bad news is. So, March was not a good month. Actually, this year so far, we are down in our stocks. Everyone is down. And so my account went down. And then my 401k also went down. And I am super nervous about the stock market right now because in April last week, it's the first weekend in April, I think, right now. Last week was the stocks just absolutely plummeted. So I'm a little bit nervous about my 401k as everyone else is. So we'll see how that goes. But in March for my net worth, my 401k actually did go down. And so that is everything for my net worth. My net worth had previously had liabilities were at 10% of my net worth, and now they're at 11%. So I actually have more liabilities now than I did last month, and my assets were at 90% of my total net worth, and now we are down to 89%. So it's not a huge jump, but it is down, which is some of the bad news. And I will go here into my tracker for the year and take a look at where we're at since the beginning of the year. So in January, my assets were so close to 200,000. I was like so hopeful that we would go to 200,000, but instead we're going in the wrong direction. We went down in February and down even more in March. So for a total decrease of $3,402 for my assets. And my savings went up slightly, $507. My investments went down and my property went down. So that's where we get the total there. And then for my liabilities, we actually had a bit of a hit there too. So my loans, I have been able to decrease my loans by paying off my car loan and my debts. So that's good. But I do have the taxes that I owe. So I took a little bit of a hit there. And so my liabilities are, I made some progress, but not a lot. We actually increased my liabilities by $117, which is unfortunate, but it is mostly partly the taxes. So if I take my liabilities, I'm pretty much back at where I was in January. And so my total net worth went up slightly from January into February, but decreased quite a bit in March. So we have a total decrease in my net worth of $3,285. And you can see here my assets are going pretty much in the right direction, essentially. And my liabilities, this is mostly because of the taxes, and my net worth is going down. So that is the bad news. I'm hoping that things will get better for next month. It's not looking good so far, but as of right now, my total net worth is $172,866.02 for the last day of March. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. It's completely free and makes a big difference. I'd also love to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comment and let me know if or how you track your net worth. I always love hearing what helps you stay on track with your goals. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.